Are you looking forward to the Korean exclusive gaming event known as G-Star this November 8 to 11, 2012? Well, you should. It's arguably one of the biggest gaming conventions in Asia, as last year's show had a whopping 290,000 people showing up for both the consumer and business side of things.
Now, to put those figures in perspective, last year's Tokyo Game Show only had about 222,000 in total attendance. E3 2011 had 47,000, while Gamescom had 275,000 people. And we'll confess, that G-Star number is a lot for a supposedly under-the-radar game show. Now, this year's G-Star will expect an attendance of over 300,000 visitors.
For its age show, there'll be 434 companies in attendance from over 31 countries. Featured exhibitors from a list of many include Nintendo Korea, Blizzard Entertainment, NEXON, i.e. the MapleStory and Dungeon Fighter Online guys, and Tencent, the peeps who brought Riot Games and bits of Epic Games.
Now, conspicuously absent are MMO juggernauts and Csoft, who are probably too busy prepping Blade & Soul for North America and launching Lineage Online. Red 5 Studios, who did Firefall and just recently did a Will Wheaton and Felicia Day livestream for Fiesta, won't be there, as will Microsoft, Sony, and media bigwig CJ Entertainment and Media.
The latter are expanding in the Western market with its game Hounds, showcased at this year's Gamescom, as well as releasing Ghosts and Goblins Online. Yes, that's the thing that's really happening. Psst, when I sign up.
Of course, what would a pre-show video be without our top 5 games for you and the entire world to look out for in Korea's finest? So here's our list. The first one is Bless. Now, this is touted to be NeoWiz's next big thing in the MMO landscape. This fantasy title has graphics powered by the Unreal Engine 3, 2 factions, 5 different races, and a lot more familiar tropes if you played World of Warcraft to death. Oh, and there's possible werewolf/werebeast shapeshifting. Beyond that, developers NeoWiz are keeping mum about the project.
Next up is Dungeon Strikers. From the same people who did the rather popular MMO Dragon Nest, Dungeon Strikers is what happens when you take Diablo, put it in a top-down perspective, and cutify it to the nth level. Apart from Twitch-based action RPG combat and controls that allow auto-attacking using basic moves, the game allows one-player character to switch jobs a la old-school Final Fantasy. The game was in closed beta, so what better way than to make it public for everyone than at G-Star?
The next title we're looking at is ICARUS, which was a game formerly known as NED, New Era of Fantasy, and now it's got a much more obtuse and less silly sounding name. Now, ICARUS will run in the CryEngine 3 engine and will feature mounted combat on both land and air. Beyond that, there isn't much to know until the show starts. But if it's anything like the 2011 trailer, expect more fantasy-style combat and horseback/beast mounting action coming on every Korean gamer's doorstep as soon as next year, and that didn't quite sound right.
Fourth on the list is F.E.A.R Origins Online. Yes, the one FPS featuring psychic-powered little girls is now a grind-worthy MMO-style first-person shooter. Developed by In-Play Interactive and sanctioned by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, the game still retains the supernatural horror bits and funky co-op multiplayer from the series. Odds are the game will be free to play, and really, who wouldn't want to play a possibly decent Left 4 Dead clone in the F.E.A.R universe for the grand sum of $0?
The next on our list is ASTA, The War of Tears and Wind. Now, this was a title that some people were calling the World of Warcraft from the East, only with Battlefield 3 style realm versus realm combat. That puts ASTA as a PvP-centric title. Now, unlike the majority of the other titles, ASTA's going for the old school point-and-click method of combat, so that the game caters to MMO players comfortable with this control scheme.
We're adding in one more bonus title on the list. Apparently NEXON will be showing off updates to MLB 2K, Warface, and Cypher. But, on their press release, the company said that one new unannounced title will be revealed. Could it be a MapleStory 2 or even an HD Dungeon Fighter Online sequel? Who knows? And that's the gist of G-Star 2012, which we will be covering from November 8th to November 11th. Are you looking forward to this new Asian Odyssey, or are you indifferent about it? Which of these Fab 5 titles do you want us to hear more of? Hit us up at the comments box and Twitter handles below and on this video.